Most people don't fail at podcasting because they're bad. They fail because they never start. They wait for the perfect microphone, the perfect camera, more confidence, more time, more followers. But the truth is, every creator you look up to started messy. That's exactly why I started AquAudio Media. Welcome to the Creator Tide Podcast. Welcome back, or actually welcome for the very first time to the Creator Pod, the Creator Tide Podcast, powered by AquAudio Media, helping creators make waves. I'm your host, AJ Reimann from AquAudio Media. You may know me from Talking Comics Podcast or some other comic or golf-related podcast around the internet. This podcast is all about creators, podcasts, entrepreneurs, hobbyists, passionate people trying to build something bigger from the things they love. Whether they want to start a podcast, grow online, create content, build a brand, or just finally put yourself out there creatively, this show is for you. And honestly, this first episode feels more like the perfect place to start about why I started AquAudio Media in the first place. Most creators feel overwhelmed before they even begin. They overthink their equipment. We have fear of judgment, imposter syndrome. I'm too late to the game. I have no confidence. Compare ourselves to bigger creators. I do that all the time. I shouldn't. Fear nobody will watch or listen. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. I think a lot of people secretly want to create something, but they never give themselves permission to start. Here's your permission to start. Everybody starts somewhere. They think creators are somehow different people, when most creators are just regular people who decided to post anyway. That's how I got my start. Just post. I started a podcast. This will be the fourth podcast that I've started. The first one was a golf podcast that's on a bit of a hiatus at the moment. I started a comic podcast with my daughter. It was her idea to be on a podcast. And she's like, "Hey, Dad, I want to be on your podcast." I'm like, "Yeah, that's never going to happen." And not with this particular golf podcast that I was doing, long-term golf development. And I was like, she's like, "Well, let's do something." I was like, "All right, what do you want to do?" She said, "Comics." I said, "Let's do it." I threw up a table, threw up an iPad, no microphone, no background, no blurred background, nothing. Just a closet door and a green wall behind us. Recorded an 18-minute episode, and we had posted it, and we adapted, we overcame, we kept posting, and we're still posting 2 episodes a week right now. Going through, we're at 115 episodes in. 115 will release tomorrow. So we just kept going, kept doing it. She's having fun. We have fun together. That's the most important. And we're building a brand, building something that she can, be inspired to hopefully do more for herself, create. I really hope that she can take what we built or what we're building and learn marketing, learn creative stuff, be creative. When she's an adult, she can continue it and have a good career and do something. The other podcast I started was another golf podcast. Me and a friend of mine, we got a 4 or 5 episodes in, and it just kind of fizzled. But that's the story of most podcasts, 4 or 5 episodes. I think the statistic is 20% of all podcasts never reach more than only 20% get more than 10 episodes, or it might be even less than that. But we did it. We learned it. I learned editing. I've learned the struggles of creating, the time commitment, even starting this podcast, we'll get into in a few minutes. Figuring things out, mistakes, learn from our lessons learned from, trial and error. I learn by doing. That's one of my biggest sayings is learn by doing. Is this going to be the best podcast? No, but it's going to be another fun podcast that I want to start. I'm building AquAudio Media, because I want to help others get started, give them the motivation to actually start and actually go and see what happens. So we'll see. I started AquAudio to help others get where they want to be, help them start with podcasting, learn the editing, do the editing for them, posting, where to post, where not to post, how to manage a YouTube channel, all the things that we're trying to do ourselves with the comic podcast, Talking Comics, or helping others with creating content, build a brand, whatever we can do. I've really fallen in love with podcasting. It's been a lot of fun. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I'd be sitting here and turning on a camera and recording, I'd have called you crazy. But that's okay, because here we are. The community that you can build around a podcast and the people that you can be involved with are just been amazing. We've had such great experience, and I hope to build another community with fellow creators with AquAudio and see where we can take this. And see who we can help give a voice to. We've seen people struggle. I've struggled. I'm still struggling making, with the tech and the editing and this is your inspiration. Turn the camera on, turn the microphone on, and just start. I realized there were so many people with great ideas, but they got stuck before they even published a single episode. I've been there too. This is why AquAudio Media exists. Help creators stop feeling overwhelmed and actually start creating. You do not need perfection to begin. Start messy. Turn that camera on. Set up the iPad. Throw up a table, a chair. Turn your phone on. You have a phone in your pocket, the best camera that we can get. Unless you're going to spend thousands of dollars on a camera, use your phone. They've got really great cameras. Small audiences still matter. I've There's great articles, and that'd be a whole nother episode on maybe sponsoring or growing monetization is a small niche dedicated audience is worth more than just a million random followers. Your first content won't be your best content. You watch episode 1 of Talking Comics or hear episode 1 of The Creator Tide versus episode 100 of Talking Comics. It's a lot different. We grew, we learned. Maybe episode 1 of this podcast better because I'm using things I've learned in those other ones. But episode 100, man, that'll be even better. Are we going to be that percentage that makes it past 10 episodes? I sure hope so. You learn while creating. Create by doing. Learn by creating. That's how I do. I learn by doing. I learned how to make a comic book, so I made a comic book. I learned how to podcast because I podcast. I learned content creation because I'm creating content. I learned posting because I post. All these things I learned because I want to actually do these things. I'm doing them. And like I said, it gets messy in the beginning, but momentum builds confidence. Your first episode's not going to sound like your 100th episode. The hardest part of creating content is pressing publish for that very first time. Are you going to record a podcast? Then you got to post the podcast. Where are you going to post the podcast? Are you going to do an audio only? You're going to do video too? You're going to create those clips to put out on social, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all those, where are you going to post it? Where's the best place to post it? Make the page, record the episode, try an idea. Worst case, nobody sees it. Best case, 100 people see it. Or 1,000,000 people see it. You never know. The creators who grow are not always the most talented. They are usually the ones who just keep showing up. And that's what I've been doing. Prime example with Talking Comics, we just keep showing up. My daughter won't let us quit, which is good because I don't want to quit. I just need her to motivate me to keep this one going too. So we're going to go over a creator tip of the week. We're going to try to keep this as a segment within here. Don't wait for the expensive equipment. Like I was saying earlier, one of the biggest myths in the content creation is that you need expensive gear to start. Your phone is already powerful enough to create the content. Take out your phone, press record. I'm a huge follower of Gary Vee. A lot of his stuff is crazy, but he speaks the truth. He'll tell you, pull out that phone, put it in front of you, hit record, post the video. We're in the interest media time now, not the social media. So somebody who's never posted before could put a video out right now and get millions of views because it's interest media. If you put good content out there, I'm still learning good content. I'm trying to put good content out. Together, we're going to all put good content out. We're going to focus more on consistency and storytelling than trying to look perfect. This background drives me crazy. I hate these blurred backgrounds or these fake backgrounds. It just, with what's in the background, it fits this podcast better. I hate the way it looks on my glasses. I hate the outline behind me. But you know what? I'm going to post it anyway because that's what we're here. We're trying to be consistent. We're not going to be perfect. We're going to put stuff out there. I saw another cool video the other day. If you could buy free lottery tickets at the gas station, how many would you buy? 10, 20, 100, a million? If you could do that every day, you could buy free lottery tickets. Well, they're saying like posting a video is like buying a lottery ticket because you never know. It's every video you post is a lottery ticket that could go viral. You never know. Put good content out there, try to put it together really well. It's very good. So you can, how many would you post if you knew that, right? So I need to do better. I post one video a day for Talking Comics. Maybe I should go to 2, 3, 4. Gary Vee will say post 50 a day. It's time. Do you have the time commitment to do that? How much time do you want to put into it? Start as a side hustle. I started Talking Comics. My 5 to midnight was taken every day building Talking Comics. Trying to do the same now with the Creator Tide. Build it along with Talking Comics. So what are the biggest things stopping you from starting? Is it the fear? Is it the equipment? Is it time? Is it the confidence? DM us, AquAudio Media, on Instagram, LinkedIn. Comment on our socials. I'd love to feature your responses in future episodes or submit questions, something you'd want to see us cover. I'd love to help you figure out what to do next. A topic that you would want us to discuss, that you want us to research and see what we can do in the future. Thank you so much for joining me on the very first episode of the Creator Tide podcast. The show is really about building community around creativity, content, and people chasing ideas they care about. If this episode helped inspire you even just a little bit to finally start creating, then we're already making waves. And if you're trying to start a podcast, grow your content, or build your brand online, AquAudio Media is here to help creators make waves. I'll see you in the next episode of the Creator Tide. Welcome to the Creator Tide podcast, powered by AquAudio Media, helping creators make waves.